Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be doing percentage. So let's say, for example, we have 30% of 40. What this means is 30, what this percentage here means is out of 100, of means times, and this 40 means times 40. So how we would cancel this is numerator 0 by denominator 0. So those cancel. Numerator 0, denominator 0. So now we have 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 is 12. Let's try another example. Let's say we have 20% of 180. So it is 20 out of 100 times 180. So numerator 0, denominator 0. Numerator 0, denominator 0. So now we have 2 times 18, which is 36. Let's say we have 50% of 40. So it's 50 out of 100 times 40. Numerator 0, denominator 0. Numerator 0, denominator 0. So now we have 5 times 4. 5 fours, 20. So let's try a different type of percentage. Suppose we have 20% of 18. So that's saying 20 out of 100 times 18. What we could do is we could split the 100 in the denominator, because 10 times 10 is equal to 100. So you say 20 over 10 times 18 over 10. So if we divide both of these numbers by 10, what would happen is this cancel this, and you will get 2 times, how we divide this by 10, there's a decimal point here at the end. Remember, if you don't see a decimal point, there's a decimal point at the end. And if you're dividing, you go to the left. So we go one place to the left because we only have 1 0 for 10. So that would be 2 times 1.8. And 2 times 1.8 is 3.6. Let's try another one. Let's say you want to find 40% of 15. So it's 40 over 100 times 15. So we could split the tens again. So it's 40 over 10 times 15 over 10. So the zeros cancel here, so we get 4. And we move this one place to the left, so we get times 1.5. And 4 times 1.5 gives you 6. So you can do these questions without using a calculator. Let's say we have 65% of 82. So it's 65 out of 100 times 82. So we split the tens again. So it's 65 over 10 times 82 over 10. So you realize here we have no zeros in the numerator to cancel. So what we do is we move one place to the left, one place to the left. So it's 6.5 times 8.2. If you work that out, you're going to get 53.30. So let's do a percentage breakdown. Let's say we have 12% of 80. So whenever you have whole numbers like this, like 10, going up by powers of 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, 60. Once it's ending in 0, you can use this approach. It's very easy, and there's a pattern you can follow. So first things first, we know that 100% of 80 is 80. 50% is half of 80, which is 40. 10% of 80 is 8. 5% of 80 is half of the 10%, which is 4, and 1% is 0.8. So if you realize there's a pattern, so you have 8, 4, 8, 4, 8 in some form. So what you do now, you want to get 12%. So you look and see which numbers you can add to get 12%. So you can add 10% and you can add 1% twice. So times 1 times 2. So that would give you 8 plus 2 times 0.8. And if you add those together, you get 9.6. Let's try another example using this approach. Let's say you want to find 51% of 70. So 100% of 70 is 70. 50% of 70 is half of 70, which is 35. 10% of 70 is 7. 5%, 3.5, and 1% is 0.7. So again, pattern 7, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7. So what you do is you look to see how you can get 51%. So 50% plus 1% gives you 51%. So all you have to do is add 35 and the 0.7. So 35 plus 0.7 gives you 35.7. Let's try one last one. Let's say we want to find 98% of 680. So 100% of 680 is 680. 50% is half of that, which is 340. 10% is 68. 5%, 34. And 1%, 6.8. So we always use these 5 keys: 100%, 50%, 10%, 5%, 1%. So what we do now is we look to see how can we get 98. A very easy way to get 98 is to say 100% minus 2 times 1%. So that would be 680 minus 6.8 times 2, which would give you 666.4. And that's all there is to percentage. I'm just going to write some questions for you guys to try on your own. So 20% of 70. And you can try these questions without using a calculator. 60% of So those are 6 questions you can try. I'll pause it now and give you the answers. So you guys can pause it here, try the questions, and check back for the answers. So number 1 is 14. Number 2, 120. 3 is 10. 4, 21.7. 5 is 9. And 6 is 597. So I hope you guys understood that, and I'll see you guys next time.